They want to be with the nature because they don't get a chance like that. They cannot take bath in a lake anywhere. It's a great chance for them to take a bath. They said the water is not so clean and maybe that it is full of clay. I said clay is good for them. They like it. Yes. And I see your skin is so much better. I see your skin. You see, all this, you have suffered the sunburnt, whatever you overdid in Ganpatipure, is now being cleared out by this clay, because the clay is the one that suits you. Even if you can put some clay on your stomach, it will take out all the heat from your stomach. Very good for liver, this clay is. So I told them that you don't understand that this naturopathy that they can have here, they cannot have it. But he very, very reluctantly agreed, thinking that I'm really trying to be hard on you. So this is a mild sun here and it's nice. And the atmosphere is very clear and clean. Plus we have got such a beautiful temple of Ekadashi Rudra here, which is such a nice place we have found out. So for a saint, you see, for a saintly person, what does he need? Because he is so satisfied with everything. Whatever he gets, he is satisfied. But he will be more satisfied, he would be much more enjoying when he is with the nature. I know that. And they are not still very happy, the Rahuri people, that they think that this is no way of putting up guests like this and all that. Still, I just had to tell him that you see their faces, how they look. They look so very happy, so very relaxed. Now what do you want? What do you want more? But now we must understand that one habit that we have always, we have developed it because we have been going out. Our attention has been going out. You see, the one habit that we have in the West, which I have noticed also very common, is to be a daredevil for everything and to go to the extreme. See, there's no, what do you say to the bridle? Bridle, you say, the one that is used for the horse? Bridle. The bridle is not there. There's no bridle in our behavior. We go to extremes in everything. Whatever we do, we go to extremes. There's no bridle in our hands. And this is what one has to get to the bridle. It is not that it's like a kite which is just moving here and there. It's not that. It's a complete thrust, complete movement with all willpower, with all effort to go to something that is dangerous. I personally think it's a self-destructive character which is built within us as a result of our movement too much outward. Because whatever moves in one direction has to recoil back. It has a reaction. Like the science has developed atomic bomb. Ultimately, you do develop a destructive temperament. And that is why I think in the West people have no idea how to control the speed backwards. It's more the speed outward to dangerous places they like it. Nature is good. In the nature, it's nice to be there. But it does not mean that you should ask the nature to hit you and kill you. Now in Ganpatipure, I was so sad to see those boys who burnt themselves. It was really very, very saddening to me. And when I treated them, of course they got well. But you won't believe, the whole of my stomach here, the whole skin of my stomach was burnt, charred and burnt, and is now peeling off, just like they had the problem. I never went to the sea, I never stayed there. So this was the heat they were carrying. Now people get, say, what you call skin troubles, skin cancers, still they want to do it. Like the other lady who was so sick from Switzerland, is so sick, you see, I was really very worried because she was very dangerously placed. And she is the one who had this problem. And she said, I have an addiction with the sun. How can you be addicted to the sun? It's just a mental idea. I believe me, it's just a mental idea. That if you go in the sun, your skin will be alright. It's just a mental idea. Have you seen anyone like that? I mean, what is the proof? That if you go in the sun, your skin will improve. What is the proof? We Indians never go in the sun. Never. We never go in a windy place. Never in a windy place. We never go, say for example, this skiing. According to us, skiing is a stupid job. We would never do it. Any Indian who does that is a stupid fellow, according to us. Women will never do horse riding because it affects the uterus. The women don't swim after some time because it affects the uterus. And if it affects the uterus, it affects the whole system because uterus represents your kundalini. All wrong ideas we have got. That's why I see that in the West everybody is sick. They have this trouble or that trouble or this or that. Certain principles are to be born in our mind because we are saints and we are precious things. We are not like other Westerners, that we can waste our life like this for some sort of a stupid venture that we think of. Can you imagine? All Indians have much better skin than you have. Alright? Don't they? Do they ever go in the sun? Never. Then have you seen any Indian sitting outside here taking sun bath? I mean, the proof of the pudding is that despite all that, your skins are so bad. Now, how can your skin be good with the sun? Let us take absolutely a chemical reaction. Now, what happens that when the thing falls upon our skin or upon the head, this head has got a brain, and the brain is made of fat. Alright? Now if you put the fat in the sun, what will happen? It will melt. And that's how people have melted brains. The brains are not normal. They behave in a way, you just don't understand why they behave like this. So, first of all, if your brain goes out, how can your skin be out? Because the brain controls the skin. It controls everything. If your brain goes off, I have not met one person who looks beautiful because he has been in the sun. On the contrary, you stay at home. Preserve your skin by staying at home. A Sahaja yogi should never go in the sun. Take it from me. Never go in the sun. Because this brain requires complete quietude and no sun activity is needed. It should not even, when you sleep, there should not be even a ray of sun. Even when I sleep, I want complete darkness. Even a slightest ray of light is coming, which people know very well. I cannot sleep because I must act. So the reaction to this light is so much in me. Maybe that I am very sensitive to all the elements. But what about you? You must avoid the sun's light as much as you can when you sleep, and also should not sit in the sun for such a long time. Of course, sitting in the sun helps you because it gives you vitamin D, by which Vitamin D, if you take it, you build up your bones better. But now I think your bones are quite built. There's no need to build your bones anymore. But now by God's grace, you are getting soluble calciums which you can eat, and you can also have vitamin D and A if you want to. What is the need of scorching this head? Now, if you sit in the sun, then either you will have a bald head or you will have a jungle in the head. One of the two things, depending on the personality as you are. Because your brain cannot bear it, your skin cannot bear it. After all, we are not jungle people, are we? But you ask any jungle person also, he never sits in the sun. It's only somebody has cooked it in your head that you must sit in the sun. If you go and see Eskimos who live in the ice houses, they never bathe in the sun. Have you ever seen them sunbathing? Have you ever seen them? Any picture anywhere? Then why this special type of stupidity is there among other people? Because you have lost that sense to know that you are maneuvered. You see, how to befool you. Now you must create some weaknesses for people. If you don't create a weakness, how will they prosper with their machineries? So now, let's befool them. If you go to the seashore and you tan your body, you look very beautiful. First of all, you look horrid. Horrid you look. And secondly, they will say that your health will be all right. So everybody is going to the seashore, ending up with a skin cancer. Because your body revolts against it, that's why you get skin cancer. You get liver troubles, already you are liverish. You are already thinking too much. Why do you want to have sun? You have already too much sun within yourself. So what is the reasoning for it? I just don't understand. You must know that today we have the work of the Sahasrara. And the Sahasrara is the brain. We have to work on the brain. And if you people do not know how to use your brain properly, I don't know what am I going to do.